Hello and welcome to the 5 minute review. Today we will be looking at Interstellar Marines, as you've probably guessed. It is a first person shooter, which means obviously a lot of use of guns, and it is also set in a sci-fi environment as well, so it's great for all you sci-fi nuts out there too. It is another Steam greenlight game, and it has actually been greenlit as well, which means that it is, if at any point it is actually developed into a full game, Steam will look at it and get it. I don't know. I don't know what they do after that. But anyway, they get it sort of hooked up to their system, and then it actually comes out on the Steam store as well. For what price? Absolutely no idea. And it's coming out, and it's supposedly coming out late next year. So this time next year, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I think it's just a very vague release date. All of the footage I have actually taken off their website, so I'll put the link in the description as always. And it's actually just, all of this is actually played through the web browser. And I mean, I don't know if I'm just really behind on the times. I mean, I haven't played games in a web browser since those little dirt bike games where you'd flip over the obstacles and stuff. But nevertheless, I think it's absolutely amazing for what it is. So I'm very impressed with how they've gone about doing all of that. And the game seems, I don't know, when I first saw it I thought, very Left 4 Dead-like. But it is really going for a different feel. And as you can see in some of the videos that we've got coming up, they're just showing a couple of the vehicles from the game, and obviously the Marines themselves. The controls are very simple, very good, very effective. I only played a couple of the first missions of running around and not being able to shoot terribly well, but then again, I'm not the best person on first person shooters at all, so I take from that what you want. I think it's got really great potential. I mean, I have heard about it about a month and a half ago, and I wasn't really too sure as to how it would come across and how it would look, but it does seem to be coming along quite well. And obviously from the stuff I've seen so far, it does look really good. And the main thing is, it's going to be, I think it's going to be mainly, it's going to have first person elements to it from what I gather, and it's also going to have up to 4 players co-op as well, so that'll obviously be really good. Be able to play with your friends and stuff at some point. One of the big issues, this is a general issue about Steam greenlight games, is the price of them when they come out. Now, I mean, considering they're very small developers, and for example, like this game has been kickstarted, and it didn't reach its goal. Fair enough. It still did quite well, but they're coming out at such high, well, what I would deem as relatively high prices. I mean, you've got Air Buccaneers obviously come out at £11.99, I think. I mean, if it was more around the £7, £6.99 mark, it'd be a lot more accessible for this type of game that is coming up, and it's obviously got there through support, like this has. It's got greenlit by support. But anyway, that's just a general grumble. So what the price will be, I don't know. It's quite fitting that I've come to this point, because these are obviously the main bad guys in the game. They're sort of like shark rats. I'm not really sure what's going on there. It seems really rather a bit strange to me. Obviously there's been many games where the bad guys have been slightly unbelievable and a bit strange, and I think this is another one of them, and it's disappointing me a bit. Don't get me wrong, there's more than enough time for them to change the enemies or add new enemies in, more exciting enemies. So, you know, I'm not going to judge them too much on that, but I think as it is at the minute, it just seems a bit too rubbish, to be honest with you, for that. But honestly, from what I've gathered, they seem to be trying to make a really nice little game, and they've made the graphics look amazing. They want it to be as realistic as possible. So in conclusion, it's got great potential. It obviously looks really good at the minute, and it seems to have all of the basics down. Basically, I'm not sure. There's too many question marks over the actual game itself. The bad guys are a bit of an issue. And what sort of price will it be, and will it get there? Well, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I hope you've enjoyed the review. Goodbye.